Hey, everyone. Imagine a world where humans never surfaced. No skyscrapers. No roads, just damp tunnels ruled by star-nosed moles. That's right, those quirky little diggers with their 22 tentacle noses, sniffing through wet soil faster than you can blink. Across North America's marshes. Sounds like a wild sci-fi dig, right? Well, grab your claws. Because we're tunneling into a what-if adventure. What if star-nosed moles evolved to become the planet's top bosses? Star-nosed moles are already the champs of the underground. Their star-shaped noses, packed with Eimer's organs, feel their way to food in a flash 120 milliseconds fast, while their strong claws dig tunnels like pros, thriving in wet, dark habitats with a diet of worms and insects. Their twitches and scurries make them nature's little sensory wizards, perfectly adapted to their muddy world. But what if these tentacled marvels got a major upgrade and took over Earth? In this video, we're exploring how star-nosed moles could evolve into super smart rulers, build subterranean empires with a twitch, and maybe even outdig us humans at running the planet. From moss-lined cities to a culture of tentacle dances, this is going to be one damp, epic ride. So, stick with us as we dive into a world ruled by the ultimate mole overlords. Let's get digging. How did these tunnel gems go from burrow dwellers to Earth's big shots? How did these tunnel-loving star-nosed moles go from burrow dwellers to Earth's big shots? Let's dig into the science with a dash of sci-fi twitch to figure out why these tentacle champs could evolve into the ultimate rulers of the planet. Star-nosed moles are already the stars of the underground. Their 22 tentacled noses, loaded with Eimer's organs, feel their way to food faster than any critter 120 milliseconds fast, while their strong claws carve tunnels like master diggers, thriving in wet, dark habitats with a diet of worms and insects. Their twitches and scurries make them nature's little sensory pros, perfectly adapted to their muddy domain. To rule Earth, though, they need a serious brain boost and a burrow of evolutionary magic. Picture this: millions of years ago, Earth gets a watery makeover. Maybe floods cover the land, or a cosmic quirk wipes out bigger predators, leaving star-nosed moles as the survivors. Humans never tunneled past the first mud pile our ancestors got outdug. But these moles, they're thriving in their damp playground, ready to take the stage. A lucky genetic mutation supercharges their brains, turning their sensory smarts into full-on genius. Suddenly, they're not just foraging their planning inventing, maybe even hosting the first underground Twitch fest. Let's talk about their bodies, because those are the real MVPs. Those tentacled noses could evolve for even finer touch or delicate tool use, like shaping mud or roots. Their strong claws might sharpen, letting them dig deeper or signal, while their sleek forms grow versatile for swimming or surface ventures, all while keeping that quirky charm. Unlike humans who needed fire to cook, moles could stay raw, ruling the depths with minimal fuss. Their social vibe is the secret sauce. Moles stick together in loose colonies, twitching and moving to connect with mates or rivals. In our story, they get chattier, evolving tentacle movements and vibrations into a legit language. Like a subterranean chatter network, their knack for sensory tactics could spark cooperation, sharing tunnel tricks or food hacks, like humans share tales. Over time, they'd form organized colonies, linking burrow hubs with claw-crafted paths. Why star-nosed moles? They've got the speed, the senses, and the smarts to seize their moment. Avast. What Earth would be their stage, and they tunnel right into the starring role. Next up, we'll explore what their subterranean empire looks like. Think moss-lined cities, tentacle dances, and a whole lot of underground flair. Stay tuned, this mole takeover is just getting digging. We've just dug into how star-nosed moles could evolve into Earth's wildest masterminds, with supercharged brains, tentacled noses, and a knack for ruling the depths in their damp playground. But what happens when these tunneling sprinters start building their own empire? Hang on to your claws, because we're burrowing into the quirky, vibrant world of a star-nosed mole-run planet. Spoiler, it's like an underground party with extra twitches, digs, and tentacle flair. Picture a mole city sprawling beneath the soil, where moss-lined nests and mud-crafted chambers gleam under dim bioluminescence, linked by claw-crafted paths and vibration-lit tunnels. This isn't some concrete maze, oh no. The hubs are patched together with sturdy roots, damp moss, and cozy burrows, with chambers tucked near water for young pups to rest. Moles scurry across platforms, their 22 tentacled noses twitching as they haul worms or signal. Some practicing digs, others vibrating to show off. It's a bustling, wet metropolis that's equal parts majestic and lively, like a sci-fi subterranean kingdom under the earth. Let's talk society, because these moles keep it colonizing yet clever. They're naturally social in loose colonies, led by the most sensitive sniffers with the quickest twitches. Decisions happen in tunnel hubs during tentacle councils, where moles sway and vibrate, their star noses pulsing like underground commanders in a lively debate. It's all about unity, no chaos, just synchronized digs, with maybe a nose touch to seal a good plan. Their colony spirit means every mole has a role, from foraging patrols to guarding the best water pools. Their tech is pure subterranean ingenuity. Forget steel factories, moles craft tools from mud, roots, and exoskeletons, like nets for catching prey or scoops for gathering water with claw barriers. Their strong claws help them build underground networks with water channels, keeping their homes snug in the damp. Picture a mole engineer, its tentacles gleaming, tweaking a mud irrigation system to nourish their burrow gardens. They harness geothermal heat and water flows for energy, keeping their tunnels thriving without harming the land. Its ecotech so clever, it makes our cities look like dry caves. Culture. These moles are the artists of the depths. Their art is all about tentacles. Think tentacle pattern tunnel walls or vibrational songs that ripple through the soil. Festivals are a dig, with moles performing synchronized tunnel dances. In moss-lit chambers, their star noses catching the glow like a living light show. Picture a dim ritual where colonies gather, vibrating in harmony as they celebrate a big forage. Their bodies swaying like a rhythmic chant. Their language, evolved from tentacle movements and vibrations, is like a subterranean symphony, saying everything from food here to time to dig. It's a culture of sensory pride, where every mole feels part of a twitching family, bonded by their love of the underground. As they spread across Earth's wet landscapes, their cities connect through claw-crafted paths and vibration-lit trails, like a digging network linking burrow hubs from marshes to rivers. It's a world of speed, rhythm, and subterranean charm, built on the mole's knack for thriving in the dark. But can they keep this tentacled empire digging? Next, we'll dive into the challenges they'd face, from predators to their own food needs. Stay with us, this mole saga is about to get wilder than a flooded tunnel we've just burrowed into. The quirky, vibrant world of star-nosed mole civilization, moss-lined tunnel cities, tentacle dance festivals, and tech that's all about geothermal swagger. But ruling Earth isn't all smooth digs, even for these tentacle, damp-loving champs. So, what challenges could clog the tunnels of their subterranean empire? Let's dive into the wild, clot-twisting obstacles our mole pals might face to keep their underground utopia thriving. First off, the environment is a tricky terrain to tunnel. Star-nosed moles are the kings of the depths, thriving with their 22 tentacled noses and strong claws in wet, dark habitats. But Earth's not one big marsh. Try ruling dry deserts, icy tundras, or collapsing soils with no water to swim in. Expanding beyond their damp domain means adapting to new climates, but floods, soil collapse, or dry spells could trap their burrows. Picture a colony racing to reinforce a mud wall as water rushes around, their tentacles twitching in the current. They need to get super crafty, maybe rigging root barriers or vibration-lit trails to scout new wet spots to keep their hubs intact. Then there's the predator problem. Moles are sturdy up to 2 ounces, but evolved birds or mammals could see them as a tasty challenge, tentacles or not. Imagine a tense twitch-off, a squad of moles wielding claw-shielded paws, vibrating fiercely as they fend off a bird ambush in a shadowy cavern. Their star noses flashing with power, their speed and tunneling could shine, maybe setting up trap tunnels to outmaneuver foes. But a determined predator could overwhelm even the quickest digger. Venturing into wilder lands might bring nastier threats, like evolved foxes targeting their young. Biology's another hurdle. Moles are energy machines, burning calories with every dig and needing a steady diet of worms to fuel their colonies. Feeding a sprawling empire is tough, and overeating could strip their foraging grounds bare, like humans overfish their seas. Their lifespan 2 to 3 years helps with quick reproduction, but raising a big population takes time in safe burrows. Picture a mole leader, its tentacles quivering, stressing over a shrinking worm stash while pups scurry nearby. Even with sharper brains, balancing food and growth would be a digging puzzle, requiring clever foraging routes or mud-stored prey to keep colonies thriving. Can they outdig these challenges? Their speed and smarts say they've got a shot, but it's a wild subterranean dash. Next, we'll compare their damp world to ours and ask, could these twitching champs outpace humans? At Running Earth, stay with us, this mole saga's getting wilder than a flooded tunnel. We've just tunneled through the wild challenges our star-nosed mole champs would face: flooded terrains, sneaky predators, and their twitching ways threatening their moss-lined empire. But how does their damp, subterranean world stack up against human civilization? Could these digging sprinters really outpace us at Running Earth? Let's wrap up this burrowing saga with a deep dive into what their reign teaches us, plus a big, clock-lacking call to action to keep the adventure digging. Let's break it down. Humans built incredible feat space stations orbiting the stars. Towering skyscrapers. Apps for ordering snacks at midnight, but we also scarred the planet with pollution, deforestation, and drained wetlands. Star-nosed. Moles, though. They're subterranean settlements. Crafted from mud and glowing with vibration-lit tunnels, are pure underground magic, thriving on worms without leaving a trace of waste. Their colony spirit could dodge our global messes, settling disputes with tentacle councils or a sharp twitch, not wars. Picture a mole leader. Its 22-tentacled nose glinting, like a subterranean beacon, calming a turf spat with a rhythmic digbats. Leadership with a vibe. But here's the catch. Their wet lifestyle ties them down. Humans conquered deserts, icy poles, and vast plains with diverse tech and teamwork, while moles might stay bound to marshes, missing a worldwide empire. Their mud android tech is ingenious, but might not match our leaps, like inventing rockets or streaming shows. Still, their world is a total game changer. Moles' tentacled noses and rapid foraging show us how to thrive in harmony with nature, turning wet soils into kingdoms without breaking the surface. Their diet snacking on worms like an underground feast teaches us to live lightly, using what's beneath without draining the land. Unlike us, they probably never clog their tunnels with plastic or overharvest their prey to extinction. Their social yet independent vibe is a masterclass in balance. Each mole guards its space, but digs together when it counts, like a colony that knows when to twitch and when to rest. Their subterranean resilience, tunneling through floods with a sensory glow, inspires us to roll with setbacks and keep the spirit flowing. Like a mole landing a perfect dig after a muddy day, it's a wake-up call to cherish our own wild depths with a bit more of their tentacled wisdom, protecting the wetlands they call home and ensuring those damp hubs stay open for their digs and our dreams. So, what's the big takeaway? This mole utopia isn't just a twitching thought experiment, it's a mirror for us. These subterranean superstars already rule with flair. Imagine what they do with a brain boost. Saving their real-world wet habitats means a healthier planet for everyone, keeping those marshes alive for their tunnels and our adventures. Their reign could remind us to tread lightly, respect nature's pulse, and maybe even find wonder in the quirkiest, most twitching corners of life. Could they outdig humans at running Earth? Their adaptability and colony strength say they might just take the lead, and that's worth a big wild cheer. That's a wrap on our mole saga. What do you think? Would their mud-woven world outshine our concrete chaos? Could their twitching genius save the planet? Drop your wildest ideas in the comments. We're excited to hear your vibes. If you love this damp, dig-packed adventure, smash that like button to show some love. It keeps our channel burrowing. Share this video with your crew who'd geek out over a mole-ruled world. And hit subscribe with the bell to catch our next epic what if. Check out our other videos on alien empires, robot takeovers, or whatever crazy scenario we dream up next. From tunnel tales to cosmic quest, we've got it all. Thanks for digging with us. You make these adventures awesome. Keep twitching, stay underground, and we'll see you in the next video.